Guys, are you even ready for this one? Well, if you cannot afford the Xiaomi 17 Pro Max that comes with a whooping 7,500 mAh battery, don't worry, Xiaomi has got you covered with this one right here. I'm sure this will fit into your budget while still packing almost similar battery capacity. Yeah, this right here is the Redmi 15. It's a budget smartphone that comes with a 7,000 mAh battery, which is overly impressive. But apart from the battery, what else can it do? Let's find out. Now, the Redmi 15 is available in two different configurations. We have the version with 6GB of RAM, 128GB of storage, and it costs about 186,000 naira or about $125. The second variant comes with 8GB of RAM, 256GB of storage, and it goes for 220,000 naira or about $150. At that price, I'll say that is reasonably enough, especially if you compare it to what the competition is offering. Now, for the unboxing experience, it is standard Redmi packaging, nothing too flashy about it. When you open the box, you're going to get all the necessary accessories. You get the phone itself, a USB Type-C charging cable, a 33-watt charger, a SIM ejector tool, a silicone case, and some paperwork. Now, when you turn to the device, Redmi 15 has a fully updated design, as you can see here. It looks great. Despite the fact that this phone comes with a 7,000 mAh battery, it doesn't feel too heavy. It is surprisingly thin, all thanks to the silicon carbon battery inside that gives room for brands to fit in a large battery capacity in a thinner body. With the advancement in battery technology, it means you're going to see a device with a 10,000 mAh battery in a similar body or even thinner. Only time will tell. That being said, the Redmi 15 feels quite big in the hand, but not in a bad way. It has a plastic body and frame, which is typical for this price segment. The build quality feels solid and well put together. The large battery and body also gives it a reassuring heft. It is only rated IP64 dust tight and water resistant, meaning it's only good for water splashes, so treat it with care around water. On the right side of the device, we have the power button and the volume rocker keys. The power button also doubles down as a fingerprint scanner, which I find to be very fast and responsive. Yeah. On the left side, we have a hybrid SIM card slot that will take two SIM cards or one SIM with a micro SD card. At the bottom, we have a microphone, a USB Type-C charging port, and a speaker grill. As you can see here, there is no headphone jack. Then on top of the device, we have the infamous IR blaster that you can simply use to control your home electronics. On the rear of the device, we have a dual camera setup, one of which is a 50 megapixels main camera and auxiliary lens. The Redmi 15 comes with a 6.9 inches Full HD Plus LCD display with up to 850 nits of peak brightness. The display is good for the price. The panel is a high resolution and has good colors and contrast. It is big, bright enough for media consumption. There is also support for up to 144Hz refresh rate, of which I did not really feel. More on that soon. The overall display quality is quite good, not AMOLED level good, but good. In terms of peak brightness, the display gets decently bright outdoors. It is not going to blow your mind with how bright it can get, but it gets the job done. Where this phone doesn't really get the job done is in performance. The Redmi 15 comes with a Snapdragon 685 processor paired with 6GB of RAM, at least for the version that I have here. For basic tasks, it is fine. Things that you commonly do on a smartphone, this phone will handle it like a charm. But once you begin to push it, it falls apart completely. Most times the UI lags a lot, opening apps is slow, and it is difficult for me to recommend this phone over something else in the segment. For example, the Itel S26 Ultra is better, the Samsung Galaxy A07 and the Galaxy A17 is better when it comes to raw performance. Yeah, than this phone. Just take a look at this benchmark score right here. It is not encouraging at all. I won't lie, I actually expected better. The 144Hz on here does not really feel like it has 144Hz. Most apps don't even support it. So most of the time, the phone runs between 60Hz, 90Hz and 120Hz. Don't let 144Hz sway you into buying this phone. The Redmi 15 runs on HyperOS 2.0 on top of Android 15. I like how modern, clean and relatively optimized it feels. However, there are a lot of pre-installed apps, or some people may call it bloatware, that have the potential of bringing in ads, which is not cool. I like that you can uninstall some of them, but you can't remove everything. Like most other brands, Xiaomi promised 48 months like new software experience. Yeah, as you can see here, that's what is written on the website. I don't know if that means you're going to get 4 years of software update on this phone. If you have any information on this, let us know in the comment section. Now, the camera. Just like most phone in its class, it's not its standard feature, but that doesn't mean you cannot get good photos out of it. The 50 megapixels main sensor takes good daylight photos. Images look pleasing to the naked eyes and with plenty of details. But performance will fall short in low light. Dynamic range is also okay, but not the best. The 8 megapixel selfie camera is also decent, but what can you really expect from an 8 megapixel camera? Well, it is usable, but not outstanding. Video recording is capped at 1080p resolution for both the front and rear camera. Nothing special, it's just okay. Alright, so this is the Redmi 15 and this is a video from the selfie camera shooting in 1080p 30 frames per second. As you can see here, it is okay, even though it is slightly overexposed right up here. Can you guys see that? Yeah, but the footage looks correct. It's okay. Yeah, what do you guys think? Let me know down in the comment section below. Now, where the Redmi 15 outshines everything else is in the battery department. It easily lasts 2 full days under moderate use. That includes video streaming, social media, and light gaming. You see this phone right here, it takes forever to drain the battery. If you care about battery on a smartphone, just get this and don't look back. Yeah, that's how good this is. The Redmi 15 supports fast charging and it comes with a 33-watt charger. Now, because this battery is large, charging it to full takes some time. For my testing, it's slightly over 2 hours to charge from 0 to 100%. It's not super fast charger level, but that's good enough for overnight charging or whenever you have the time. So, in conclusion, it seems like Redmi 15 doesn't really offer anything groundbreaking apart from the battery. Performance is on average, camera is on average. Maybe some people will appreciate the large 1080p display, the outstanding battery life, which is on a class of its own. Outside that, Redmi 15 is hard to recommend, especially if you prioritize raw performance over anything else, or if you look at what the competition is offering at the same price. For me, the Redmi 15 is a solid device, but only for those who want a device with the best battery life. So that is it. My review, my thoughts on Redmi 15. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching, and I guess I'll talk to you in the very next one. Bye-bye.